Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway. And on the mound now, Brandon Pfaadt.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
And now the Mets DH, Bryson Stott.
For the Mets, the designated hitter, Bryson Stott.
The Y to kick the pitch. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Settles underneath it. And there's one away. Here's a Mets lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
One out, bases empty. And that one is in for a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's bad. Gone. A gigantic blast. His first homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here's Alex Kirilloff with 3 hits on the series, and one of them a homer. Swings and misses. That's strike one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Righty delivers. That one pushed foul. Wouldn't chase that time.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Ronnie Mauricio stands in now and watches strike one. And he deals. Foul ball there. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park, and our starting pitcher here today, Asa Lacy.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
The 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
And now the DH, Carson Williams. That one's in there, and that is strike one. The Phillies down by a run here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
The 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. The other way, pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Talent in this lineup.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate now. That's ball 1. Home team down a run here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And another ball.
No strike.
Pitch misses there. 3 balls, no strikes. Jackson Chourio to bat next. He swings and fouls one off. The pitch. And he walked him.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Jackson Chourio at the plate and takes high there. Acuna off of first with 2 away. On the outside corner, and the count even at 1. The pitch. And now 1 and 2.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
The 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Now snap throw to first. Acuna back easily. At the belt and fires. Right through there, got him. And that is that. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Mets 1 and the Phillies nothing. Top of the 2nd, and stepping in for New York, Ryan Clifford. Back to work. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that will drop foul. The wind and the pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2. The punch out there. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Now it's the right fielder, Edward Olivares. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, apparently he was ready to hit right there. It was so impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
And now Gavin Cross. The 0-1. Now this is in the air down the line. Acuna snags it. And next for the Mets, Jeremy Pena. First pitch misses. The shortstop takes the ball. Two outs. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. That one finds the corner. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Here's a high chopper. Tosses to first, and that is that. Mets leave one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And digging in for Philadelphia, Aiden Miller. As the lefty gets to work. Way high. And it's even up.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And now the lefty. And that one fouled off. The wind of the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And quickly one away in the second.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now batting Tristan Casas. There's a strike. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and there's 2 away. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Harry Ford in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Bounce to the left side, and it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on. And a base hit into right center field.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
On the ground, and foul ball. And the pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Evan Carter. And the first offering is not close. Kicks and fires. The Phillies trailing by a run, bottom half of inning number 2. That's a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-2. Two on, 2 outs. That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
New inning getting started. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Kyle Teal. The right-hander back to work. That just misses. Ball 1. Just missed. Fastball for a strike. The 2-2. And it finds its way through for a hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield. And even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Back to the top of the lineup. This is Bryson Stott. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. And a foul ball left side. Teal on at first, nobody out. That misses, and the count is 1-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
So up next, Jordan Westburg. He's already homered here in this one. Flips the corner. Strike one. Westburg getting to start at the hot corner, batting second in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. And the right-hander deals. And a swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Off the mark there. And it's 1-2. Man at first, one away. Wouldn't chase that time. Broken bat, roller to first. And he grabs it foul. Kicks and deals. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Kirilloff in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The second baseman.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ronnie Mauricio now. Ball 1 low.
1, no strike.
First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering is downstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And that's a little bit high. Ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Inside ball 4.
Perfect.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Ryan Clifford digs in now. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Not even close there. 1-2 to count.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Huge strikeout there.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Bottom of the inning, and here's the Phillies leadoff man, Jordan Lawler. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And there's the strike. That clips the corner.
Well, I didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And a pitch. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And now, Carson Williams. 0 for 1 so far. He's trying for third. Ball outside. And the throw, he's out at third.
Well, he had a really good jump off the pitcher from second, but it didn't matter right there. Just not enough speed to outrun a good throw to third base.
The wind of the pitch. And fouled off. And that drops in for a strike. The Phillies down by a run here in the last half of the third. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. His first homer of the year, and we're level. It's 1-1.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
1 out, base is empty. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Clifford settles underneath it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson.
And now for the Phillies, Jackson Chourio. His first at bat was a strikeout. That clips the zone. Going 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Line drive, base hit down the line.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
So man aboard. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Aiden Miller. Down the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Tied up here in the early going. On its way to the corner. And a foul ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, 2 down. And digging in for Philadelphia, Tristan Casas. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Left-hand batter waits. Fouled off. He was late. Here comes a pitch. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in Philadelphia, now it's going to be Edward Olivares.
Edward Olivares.
The pitch. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And that one hammered. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Oh, the throw is wild. And he's into second with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Go ahead run on base. So up next for New York, Gavin Cross. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And the righty deals. Pitch in the dirt, and the count is 2-0. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. That one fouled off.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Man at second. Now fly ball to right center. Chorio gets under it. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
The bat, number 3,
Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball right side, and that one handled. Throws to first in time, but the go-ahead run comes in to score.
Now
Next to hit, Kyle Teal. 1 for 1 with a single so far. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that is that. So they get 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and nobody left on. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mets 2 and the Phillies 1. Bottom 4, here's the Phillies catcher, Harry Ford. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And a pitch.
That's Bolton.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play. A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Now, Termarr Johnson. And he's already singled in this game.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. You can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
The Mets leading by a run. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch misses. 2-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. A line to kick the pitch. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
And the batter now, Evan Carter. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Next pitch is downstairs. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Boom, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
That's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Out there to center, cross in position, and that is that. Phillies strand 1, and our score remains 2-1. Back here in Philadelphia, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Bryson Stott. And the right-hander back to work. Top of the zone for a called strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Chris Bubich, the left-hander, up and throwing. Hayfie warming up as well. And here it comes. Little chopper rolls foul.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Righty delivers. That one down the line, and that's just foul. And a pitch. Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Westberg in the box with one away as he takes ball one. And another ball. One down, base is empty. Fought off foul. Two and one now. Out towards left center. Carter under it. He's got it, and there's two down.
The first baseman, number 19, Alex.
Two outs, base is empty. Alex Kirilloff up now for the Mets. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the fifth. Late swing, foul to the left. The pitch.
Ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Bounced up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Now it's the DH, Carson Williams. Lacey back to work. That one inside. And it's 1-0. Big swing and a miss. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Nestor Cortez Jr. getting loose out there. Watson getting loose as well. And he deals. Good eye right there.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now one away.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's down and in. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two. Fights it off. He'll see another. The lefty fires. And down on strikes he goes. And there's 2 down.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Chorio in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. And the 0-2. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. The wind to the pitch. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Next offer in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Wind of the pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Way inside. To third. Whips it to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And stepping in for New York, Ryan Clifford.
Nope.
Just
Ball
missed.
One.
Righty to the plate. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. Great effort on the leaping grab.
What an outstanding effort, going all the way back to the running track and leaving his feet to bring that one in. It's so tough to jump on the run like that and time it perfectly. So that was awesome.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Edward Olivares. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Olivares measures 6 feet 2 inches. 34-year-old vet, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. That one way outside, ball 2.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
Acuna has it sized up. He makes the grab, and that is that. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Mets 2 and the Phillies 1. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Carlos Hernandez.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Well, 1-run game. And now for the Phillies, Aiden Miller going for 2. The pitch. Right through there for a strike. Just missed. And the count 1-2.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Outside low, and the count is even, 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one off the mark, and now 3-0. Action in the pen down there. Anthony Bender, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. At the belt and fires. And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Man at first with one gone. Harry Ford stands in for the Phillies. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Now the 0-1. Mauricio. Off balance feet. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. And Joyce.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And stepping in for New York, Gavin Cross.
Gavin Cross.
The pitch. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Ball 1, no strike.
Foul ball there. Kicks and fires. And another ball. Just missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Out front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. And the pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. Sizes this one up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now back. Jeremy.
So up next for New York, Jeremy Pena. edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Matt Brash, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Hayfie also throwing. And that one fouled off. Right-handed reliever. And ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fastball almost got him there.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
One down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. He did not like the call. Kyle Teal will hit next. Hard hit left side. Lawler takes the first, and that is the inning. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Nolan Watson. And he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Termarr Johnson.
For the Phillies, the second baseman.
And a pitch. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Off the plate inside, and it's a ball and a strike. Outside corner, there's a strike. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Carter in the box now, takes strike 1. Two now. Now a slow roller to second. Fires to first on the run. On target. He got him. Nice play.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Jordan Lawler stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 3. And there's a foul ball. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Fought off foul. 2 outs. Foul ball, still 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Inside, almost got him. The pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making them work out there.
2-2 now. That one missed.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Kicks and deals. Gets a piece and stays alive. Pitch. Out to short, Pena. Tosses across to first, and the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning, and they trail it here 2-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Dave Hayfie. On for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Fouled off left side. Here comes a pitch. Bounce to the right. Johnson in plenty of time to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
The third baseman, Jordan Westberg.
Down the third baseman, Jordan Westberg. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Wouldn't chase that time. Movement in the bullpen. Matt Brash up and throwing. One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. Out to short, Lawler. And a couple of quick outs.
The first baseman, number 19, Alex.
2 outs,
Kirilov.
base is empty. And next for the Mets, Alex Kirilov. Just missed. And a foul ball. Two outs. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Here's a 1-2. And another ball. Left-hand hitter waits. That's down and in. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
This whips it to Casas, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mets go down quickly, but they still lead it 2-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Will Vest.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And a pitch. Williams in the box now, takes strike 1. Action in the Mets bullpen. Genesis Cabrera, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one ripped. Makes the grab. 1 away.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
And that one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 11.
Jackson Chourio getting ready to hit.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That misses. And that is ball 1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. The 1-1. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
That one the other way, and a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Runner at first with 2 away. Stepping in, Aiden Miller. Vest keeping an eye on him.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
First offering, and it just misses. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Good hitters count, the 2-0. Now this is a rocket to left. Dives, but it's off his glove. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. 2
Back-to-back singles, just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
So 2 down, and here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Base hit into the outfield. 1 runs in. Here comes the runner. Now a relay to the plate, and he's out. Knocked down, and that ends the inning. But they're able to even it up here in the late innings. 9th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. And there's a strike on the outside corner. The line to kick the pitch. And that's a fair ball. Now it rolls down into the corner. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run and scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets in a scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now the left fielder, Ryan Clifford, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Nope.
Just missed.
Count 1-0.
Man at second. There's a swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one ripped to left. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. To second. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Clutch hitting right there to give him the lead this late in the ball game. It was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Now at the plate, Edward Olivares. In there for strike 1. And here it comes. Fouled off. He was late. To the right side, Johnson. Over to first. Awesome play there.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
And now the center fielder, Gavin Cross. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. That's in for a strike.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground in the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
That smash towards center. Makes the catch. Runner tags for home. The throw's offline. He's saved. And they lead by 2.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag to tag takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it. But a really good job of getting that run in from third.
There's a swing and a drive. Back there. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Oh, he throws it away. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Now the bullpen for the Phillies is Matt Brash.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Kyle Teal now at the plate. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. That is strike two.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Now this one gets away from the catcher. Pena up to third on the wild pitch. That's inside.
That's inside.
2-2.
It's a good take.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the ninth. And the right-hander deals. Got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies 2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Genesis Cabrera. A chance at his first save of the year. Harry Ford digs in now.
Phillies, the catcher, Harry Ford.
The pitch. And that's down and away. Cabrera, a 6'2 southpaw. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a 2-seamer. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swings through that one.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Ground ball left side. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Up next for Philadelphia, the second baseman, Termar.
He's 2 outs away. Now here is Termar Johnson. On the ground right side. And foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that's downstairs and outside.
1-1.
And now 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And a pitch. This is the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Struck him out swinging. Now only 1 out remaining.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, it can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Carter stands in now and watches strike 1. On the ground, and this should do it. On to first. Ball game. And the Mets win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here. And you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next place, and let's take that series again.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. For Philadelphia, 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.